Okay, there we go. Well, I am excited because, we have these awesome promotions going on right now. You get to Emerald, so everybody let's just call it out there, y'all, in this chat. If you're going for Emerald, let me see it, because we have this awesome promotion. Everybody who promotes to Emerald for the first time this month gets a $5,000 bonus. Like, yay! That's worth some work, That's worth putting in a little extra time. And then promote beyond that, they got these awesome matching bonuses for the diamonds and above. And so, y'all, this is so possible. And I love seeing all these people saying me. What's great about it, if you were to sit down and go, okay, how am I going to go Emerald? Well, two things. You're going to sign loyal customers and you're going to sign distributors. Okay, that's how you're gonna go Emerald. Sometimes I think we get so beyond ourselves, then we gotta just kind of hone in and go, okay, how am I gonna go? How am I gonna sign these loyal customers and distributors? How am I gonna, go to the next level and go beyond that? And so we have 4 people tonight that are gonna share what they did this last month, because some of them are our top loyal customer enrollers. Some of them are our top distributor enrollers. Some of them did their steps of success not just once, but twice. And so all I'm telling y'all is it is so possible. And they're going to share their little secrets with us. So this is super fun. And we're going to just dive right in and get started. And I see beautiful Danielle right here. I'm going to unmute you if I can get it right. Come on, Stacy. Okay, there we go.
Hi.
There you go. Can you talk?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, Danielle, this is so fun. Okay, before we kind of get into what you did last month, I didn't give you a warning about this one, sorry, but just say when you joined, what rank you are, and then a simple because of it works, like because of it.
Yeah. Okay, so I joined the end of June. Yeah, I'm Emerald. I actually went Emerald in November, and I promoted my husband to Emerald in February for the bonus. So, and because of it works, I'm healthier, I'm happier, I'm having fun, I'm making extra money. I went to Paris. There's just so many because of it works.
I love it. I know, that's how I feel when they ask me. I'm like, wait, what part?
Yeah. Everything. My whole life has changed. Like, it's been such a blessing from where I was last year at this time to where I am now. It's just a completely different life.
I love that. And I'm with you, Joey, and I always say that. We're like, man, I'm just a better person because of it works overall, which is
100%.
Cool. Yeah. Which is cool. Okay, so you joined in June, and you personally, you went Emerald in November.
Yes.
And then you worked your little hiney off last month.
I did.
and promoted your husband to Emerald. So you are one of the people, you are one of the people who have claimed that $5,000 bonus. So
yes.
Yeah, right? We all want to know what you did to get there. And so that's exciting. So tell us a little bit about, I know one of the things you did is you signed 25 loyal customers last month.
I did. Yes. So, well, the first thing I did was I decided, and I can say when I went Emerald in November and when I promoted George in February, I had the same exact feeling and mindset, like it's happening, no matter what, like it's happening this month. Yeah. So, it was really great leaving conference because I had such a fire and a confidence about me. And, that confidence really took me to where I needed to go. So the first thing I did was decide. The second thing I did was I was just way more bold. Like I said, more confident, more bold. I was asking a lot more. So whether it was in person, messaging, I was messaging a whole lot more. I just said, every day, I didn't have a set number. I used to, starting in November, I think I was messaging 10 people a day, and then it was 15 people a day, and it was gradually increasing. And when I got back from conference, I'm no matter what I'm doing, before I do anything, I have to message, and I'd message for 10 minutes. So I was just messaging a lot more for product models. Like I knew what I needed. So that was the other thing. Like I had dropped volume in December and January, and I knew I needed a lot of volume.
Yeah.
I needed one distributor and I needed a lot of volume. So once that one distributor was in place, it was just like go time with product model messaging, a lot of, posting. I was sharing a lot of my fitness journey in my stories. So I was sharing more of myself. I was just more bold about it. Like that's really what I can say. And when I say I decided like nothing was going to stop me, like 2 days before the end of the month, my daughter got a stomach bug. I got the stomach bug. I was throwing up, coming back, messaging. I'm like, I can't stop. Like I was like not going to stop until it happened.
Yeah. No, that's all incredible stuff you got there, and we'll kind of dive into it just a little bit more. But I think deciding is a powerful thing. Our pastor actually talked about commitment on Sunday, and he was talking about, man, if we were just like, I commit, like if you say, I'm committed to losing weight, if that was all you had to do, that would be so awesome. But the thing about commitment is that you're deciding day by day, moment by moment, to keep that commitment. And
Right.
that's like, okay, today's good. I'm keeping my commitment. Today's bad. I'm keeping my commitment.
Exactly.
He is a high, I'm keeping my commitment. Today really sucks. I'm keeping my commitment. And that is, I'll tell you one thing, like from when I've been in it till now, the people who stay committed no matter what's going on, that's the secret. It's consistent.
It's true because you don't always feel like doing it. So it's, you just have to keep your goal in mind and not let how you're feeling, if you're throwing up, not let anything stop you from getting to where you need to get, where you want to get.
Yeah.
And I will say another thing that I think is key was I definitely stepped out of my comfort zone more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those people I'm like scared of my warm market. Do I say market or network? I never get that right. But I'm scared of them.
This is what I really wanted to talk with you about, because I think there's a lot of people right there.
Yeah. So I've gotten most of my customers from people I know, but it's been mostly from posts, anyone that commented or liked. I would always message people that liked my posts,
Mm-hmm.
but I was really afraid to like just message somebody to be a product model for me, like somebody that I know. So I knew that if I wanted to get to where I needed to get, and I needed all that volume, that I was going to need to step out of my comfort zone and keep doing what I was doing. As far as like, I am a big messenger in Instagram.
Yeah.
So keep doing that. But I took it to Facebook and I messaged people from Facebook, but I even was like, okay, so who of my family, like, haven't I asked? I just asked.
Yeah. I love that, because I think where a lot of people get stuck is you get like maybe 5 people at the beginning, 10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're really strong, you have like 20. You're like, okay, I'm going to ask these people. And then they might all tell you no. And then you're like, okay, my warm market doesn't want to do anything. And then you jump right over to strangers on Instagram, which I think that helps, a little bit of all of it. But you're then jumping over a whole market that you just tapped into last. Yeah. So what are you messaging those people?
I've been using that Morgan McIntyre message, that product model message.
Okay.
I've mostly been using that. I like maybe a couple variations of it. So for people that I know, like that I was messaging about being a product model, I would throw in like, I didn't do this with people that I don't know, but with people I know, I'm like going for this huge promotion. Like I could really use your help. Like so there was a couple variations, but it was mostly the Morgan McIntyre product model message.
Okay, awesome. And we are going to ask you kind of when we're done here to post that in the chat so that people can get that.
Yeah, so I would send that out, and then I kind of followed it. Then there's Sherry's, what does she call it, the golden message or whatever. So then I would just take that, and I just followed all of that. Like I didn't make anything up.
Yeah, I think sometimes people get scared when we start going into our warm market that sounds too scripty or something. But you're basically offering people a great deal with the loyal customer program. You are offering, your friends the distributor price without having to become a distributor. That's a gift, So putting that in your head, like, this is a great thing to offer to anybody and everybody. Like, I'm offering you my discount for just
Right.
trying for 90 days.
Yeah. I mean, and there, like I said, there was a couple variations. Like I might have sent like to a few people, like I tried different things too. So like, would you try my products for, 90 days? Like I sent like, depending on my relationship with the person, I did change it a little bit, but that's basically what I sent.
No, I love that. And then you said you got a little bolder in your posting. What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Like I'm not somebody that posts a lot. Like I don't post like 4. I mean, 4 would be my max. So there were times I posted like 4 times, but I did a lot of like the weight loss challenge, like looking for people. But in between all of that, I was sharing like my fitness journey, because like I feel like that had a lot to do with it too. I was going live and talking about that a lot. If I was going to the gym or doing like my stories, like videos at the gym, I went live and I did, oh my God, I did that, what the fit, exercise. I went live. Oh my God. But I had people messaging me from it, but it was like, I was like, what am I doing? Like, it sounded like a good idea. I was like, oh, I'm going to exercise. Oh, I might as well go live with it. Let me try this app. And then I was about to do it and I was like, wait, why am I doing this? It's so embarrassing, but people loved it. So stuff like that. Like I just had fun and I was just sharing more and I got a great response from it.
No, I love that. So one of the things is you're a product of the product, which that is such a key thing. What you will do if you're just getting started, like if you're on the team and you're just getting started, one of the best things you can do is get your own testimonies of the product. Now you borrow other people's while you're getting started. You kind of not like, you just borrow their faith, you borrow their belief in the product while you're using it and you share that. But then when you have your own in there, so you literally signed 25 loyal customers.
Yes.
Which is awesome. And that was, and you knew what you needed. And I love that too. If you haven't, guys, I'll say this again at the end, Sherry put up a video of what it means to go Emerald. So if going Emerald is your goal or your team member's goal, it's great. Like Danielle said, she's like, I knew exactly what I needed. And so you're filling in those boxes. And so you can keep doing that, like, then okay, that box is done. Scratch. Like, it's so fun to go, I got enough people for that box. I got enough volume for this box. And part of it was, of those 25 loyal customers, how many did you sign for Triple Threat?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I forgot to count, but I assigned Triple Threat. I did a few systems, some Triple Threat. I did a lot of wraps and cleanse. So it was a combination of things, but I did sell Triple Threats and systems too.
Which is awesome. And we're going to get some scripts for that too from someone else. So, but that's one of the key things when you're going for promotion. If you think, wow, I need 10 people to buy Fat Fighters for 25, but I need 4 people to get the system. Like you think about it that way. Sometimes if you get a little bolder and you start seeing people's results from these products and using multiple ones.
I would always start with the system. So, I mean, I did post post specifically for Triple Threat, but anybody, even if the Triple Threat people that I talked to, like if they needed a system, like I would start with a system. And then if they told me that was too expensive, I'm like, well, that's okay because, we have this.
Mm-hmm. It's like the shoot for the something and get the stars, or shoot for the sky. I don't know that statement, y'all.
I don't know.
Why did I even start that? No.
I don't know. I just know I signed 25 loyal customers. I don't know. I don't know what the saying is.
Yeah, no. Which is awesome. So start bigger.
But I didn't know. Like, it was so crazy. Like, I had no idea I signed that many. I was like half like towards the end of the month, like, why am I not signing people? I don't understand. Like, and then I was like, I did sign a lot of people. Let me go back and count.
Yeah.
Crazy. It didn't feel like it at the time.
That's awesome. And that's inspiring. So basically you're like, I decided, and here's the thing, y'all. Sherry has said this because Cammie has said it, 80% of this business is what goes on right here. So if you decided man, this is too hard, if you decided I can't do this, if you decide it's not going to happen, you know, that's what you decided. But if you decided, like Danielle, I'm going to do this and nothing's stopping me this month, no matter what comes my way,
And a lot came.
it's going to happen for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
and one more thing I forgot to say that I think was really key was I got really organized. So like I kept track. Anytime somebody responded to a message, I kept track, and every single day and night I went back to that list. So I would always send out new messages, but I never forgot about somebody I spoke with. So it was constantly following up.
I love that. I love that. And you know what I started to do with that? Like, I like having a list, but I'm not always, like right now, I live in my car. For any of you who just have little kids still, wait till your kids are in junior high. I'm like, your social, I can't handle your social life. It's too much for my life. But anyways, what I've started to do is take screenshots. As soon as somebody asks me a question back, I take screenshots. So then before I go to bed, I fill back out my list of everybody who, you know, showed some type of interest that day. That's been super helpful for me too. Yeah. But I think that is key, the whole follow-up. So thank you, Danielle, so much.
Thank you.
And hey, diamond or bust this month, girl.
That's it. I know. I know what I need.
You know what you need. That's so awesome. All right. Monty, I saw you on here. Here you are. Oh, you look so pretty. Okay, how are you, Monica? Okay.
Good, how are you?
Tell me, is it Monica, which?
It's Monica.
Okay. I want to make sure. Because even when Billy was messaging between us, I was like, wait.
It's Monica, but I go by Moni.
Okay, I love that. So pretty. And you have the perfect accent for it, too. Nice. Okay, girl. Well, why don't you give us, just like Danielle, when you joined, what rank you are, and because of It Works.
Okay, so I am a Ruby, and I joined It Works a year and a half ago. It'll be 2 years on May 4th.
Awesome.
And because of It Works, I am a stronger person.
I love that. And I know that, and I've seen that, which is awesome. That's powerful. I know you've walked through a lot this year. And you're killing it right now, girl. You have like decided, just like Danielle, she decided, I'm doing this no matter what comes my way, and some stuff has come your way, and you're staying with it. And we just love you, and we're so behind you. You completed your steps to success not once but twice last month, which is awesome. Like, way to go. That's the goal. Like, they're putting. When It Works puts it out there, they're like, this is your goal, to do this every month. And so you're already doing that right now. You said, okay, that life is hard, and I'm just bearing down, and I'm going to double this. And it came right back to you. Okay, you're breaking my heart, but so, but tell us really quick, there's something that, when we were talking, because it's not always, you've been in a year and a half, but you, in the last 6 months, you've said, I'm going to work this thing. I'm going to really.
I basically decided no was not going to be acceptable. I wasn't going to take no as an answer from anybody. And I kind of just used that to my advantage. It was a hard start to the year. On April 11th, my niece was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor, which is called DIPG. So it's been a rough last 10 months, but I've kind of used that to drive me. And if it wasn't for this business, I don't think I would have been able to get through this journey, because I kid you not, I relied on my team to keep me going, because I probably would have given up had I not had the support that I had.
And I think that's really key what you're saying, Ronnie, because life is going to come at all of us in so many different ways, and things are going to hurt really bad, and things are not going to be understood either. But when you're surrounded by people who believe in you, because we believe in you and they believe in what we're doing, that sometimes has to carry you through. And so I think even seeing this, like, it's important to be plugged in, even some people on here, their upline might have quit, they might have stopped, but if you keep reaching up, there is somebody in there that's going to love you, but not even reach up. Like, I can't even tell you the people that are on this team that aren't on my team that keep me going, and gosh, I'm so thankful for Diamond Empire and what they've done for that, because they've walked through life with me and they've walked this business with me, and it all mixes together. And I know this year was really hard for you, and I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit though too, because it's not like life was hard and God said, here, everything else is hard right now, let's just give you this. You still really worked. You're still really working. So let's just talk about what it is that you're doing right now.
Basically, I'm staying close to the fire. I haven't heard that enough. I can't get enough of that, and I try to really instill that in my team, that the closer you are to the fire, the more you're going to want it, the more you're going to push to achieve these goals. And I kind of turned it around to not so much being about me, to being about helping others. And that's when it really started to take off. I saw that in my niece, because not only did she have to fight it, day in and day out, and didn't know, when was going to be her last day, but she inspired so many. So I saw that as I'm going to use that, and I'm going to instill it in my business, and I'm going to work off of that. It was pretty much messaging out the wazoo, staying up till 1, 2, whatever time it was in the morning, sending messages, waking up early when Mike would go to work, and start messaging again. Following up even after I saw that people had read my message, because on Messenger you can see when they've read your message. So I just kind of used that to my advantage, and there towards the end I used the message, my Messenger isn't working, so I just wanted to check and see if you had gotten my message. And it was just like that message in itself, they had no choice but to respond back. So that message was really one of my key messages towards the end of the month.
You said that to me earlier, and I'm like, that's really hard. I need to start doing it.
And then when they wouldn't respond to that one, I put my phone number in there. So it was kind of like, I'm giving you 2 ways to respond to me. Either you can respond to me on Messenger, or I'm gonna keep pretty much messaging you until I've at least gotten a no out of you.
Yeah, and I love that. You don't give up until there's an actual no. And I think that's a lot where people stop too, is the ignore side. And I know Natalie's going to talk later, but I remember when she was talking, she was like, it's not the forefront of people's mind either, And so that's okay. They're not. And I've had people I had a friend in another company, and I wanted to support her, but it wasn't at the front of my mind. And that was something I learned. I'm like, oh, she's not liking me. She's making sure I'm going to get it because I told her I really wanted it, And so I love that. Okay, you do something interesting though, even with to run your auto ship every month, because you are too a product of the product. You have tell us really quickly a little bit about your health journey.
I was struggling to lose weight. It's not that I wasn't losing weight, I just wasn't losing it the way that I wanted to. So when we launched our keto line, I went full-blown keto. My mom got in her order before I did, so she knew that hers had processed before mine. So she gave me four of her packs. Okay. And that's basically what I started keto with 4 packs. I started with one right away, and I lost 5 pounds. I did another one, and I experimented with it, and I threw a pack of keto approved sweetener, and it was only 3 pounds. So in the first 13 days, I lost a total of 13 pounds. I didn't want to rely on the product, so I just kept going with those 4 packs. And I was using the fact that I was having people tell me, you're not going to do it. You can't accomplish this. This is harder than you think. I got the words thrown at me that you're always going to be fat in my eyes. And I kind of just used that to drive me to do it on my own, to discipline myself, to say, you know what, you're going to do this with or without your products. And when you have them in hand, it's just going to give you that much more results. And that's what I did. I'm 4 months into keto, and I have lost a total of 49 pounds.
That's amazing. That's so awesome. 49 pounds, 4 months into keto. Like that's the kind of gift you get to turn around and give somebody else. And that's powerful. Like that is like way to go. And so now too, something interesting, which I kind of referenced before too, but you sell some keto coffee individually, right? To like cover your
Yes. The way that I do it, and I didn't tell anybody till recently, and I told Billy, my upline, that what I'm doing is I'm taking the price of retail for a pack of keto coffee, and I'm dividing it for each individual pack. Because if you think about it, these people are not loyal customers yet, so they're paying retail price for the product. So I'm taking the 60 and I'm dividing it by the 15 packs, which makes each individual pack $4. If I sell 30 packs, I can order the big pack of keto coffee and get 2 packages for myself and sell the other 2 have been sold because I charged $4 a pack. So that's that's how I've been getting my coffee. I haven't actually paid out of pocket for any of my coffee.
See, that is awesome. People don't even know things like that because that's like a great idea. That's what we do with the wraps. The wraps for $25 is selling the wrap at retail, and that can come back and pay for your auto shipment. So you literally can always be making money and having the product at the same time. And I think that is so key, which is so good. Well, girl, you're going Emerald this month. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Yes, I am.
Double those steps again. You're going to keep going for it. You're going to keep messaging. You're going to keep following up. You're going to keep being a product of the product, and you're going to be successful. And
Thank you. I plan on it.
Well, good. And I want you to hear from people, and I know you're hearing it from Billy and everywhere else, but we believe in you. Like, you are going to do this. You're going to feel healthy. You're going to feel better, and you're going to help other people continue to do the same. And it's just going to keep bringing freedom to those around you. You know, sometimes people don't understand and they want to shade out the light that we have. But, and a lot of times that's something that really helped me in reading Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. I think it was just Miracle Morning, sorry. But he said a lot of people will come against you because it's not necessarily because of you, okay? And I want you to hear this because I don't want you to take it that personal. It's because they can't believe it for themselves. And if you do it, then they have to think, oh, maybe I can do it. And they're scared of that thought. And it's not so much that they want to attack you, it's that they don't believe it in themselves. And so for me, that helped so much. I was like, oh, okay. You know, and then I just always go back to like, who are you not to shine brighter? Who are you not? I love that quote, you know, and you are everything. And I cannot wait to see your promotion picture going up there and the $5,000 up because you're not taking any of that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your secrets. I mean, be a product of the product, keep following up, and, you know, sell your coffee, guys. I think too, selling your coffee, you're going to get yourself some loyal customers too, because they're getting to try it.
Yeah, and
not committing, you know, at first.
The majority of the people that I've gotten to try them have turned back around and are now starting their 90-day challenges. So, I mean, it's just worked out perfect. Mm-hmm. And I just make sure that I follow up with them. I get with them right after I've sold it to them. I wait a few days and then I message them again, and then I message them again. Like, I make sure that I stay on top of following up. When you guys say that follow up is the key to signing these customers, it absolutely is. And I didn't realize it until I stuck with it and I made sure that I follow up.
Yeah. I love that. And so I want you can answer some of the questions in here that people are asking about follow-up. And Danielle, if you haven't yet, post your script in there. And Monica, go ahead and post some of your follow-ups in there, and some people are asking how often are you following up and stuff. So great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Jess, there you are. So cute. Okay. That work? Uh-oh. Okay. We got
I'm so excited, y'all.
it. Okay, when you voice memoed me, I'm like, I love her voice. She's so fun. Okay.
Favorite night of Tips from the Top, so I'm so stoked to be on this.
Well, we're so excited to have you on here. Okay, why don't you tell us when you joined, what rank you are, and your Because of It Works.
Okay, I joined a year and a half ago, September 2nd, 2016. I'm Emerald already, but I got my boyfriend Emerald this month. And Because of It Works, just my confidence is better. Like my confidence has grown and dreaming bigger. Just laying in bed with my boyfriend and actually saying, just bigger, instead of helping myself with bills, like really being able to help other people. And I started thinking about the kids at school, and it's scary, but awesome at the same time.
Yeah. No, you're incredible. And I love that. I love that who's on tonight. I think sometimes people think, oh, if I don't hit diamond in 3 months, maybe this isn't for me. But look at you. You're at Emerald right now, and you've been a year and a half, and you just helped your boyfriend hit Emerald and get a $5,000 bonus. That's successful. That's like huge. And I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what you did as well, because I know you signed, one of the ways you did this was signing some loyal customers that were getting a lot of products to help them.
Right.
Which is super fun. So talk us through kind of what you did last month.
Okay, so it all started with conference. Actually, it led up to that, but I was, on my own journey spiritually, and I just felt like I was preparing me leadership-wise for it. And so when conference hit and they announced the bonus, I was literally bawling, crying. Everyone thought something was wrong with me, but it was legit. Like someone had just said, you're getting $5,000 this month, So the confidence is beyond key. Just believe it. And when you are doubtful, just keep going. Surround yourself by people that believe in you. I know the day before, it was the 27th, I called Danielle UK crying. And well, actually she called me, but I was crying saying, okay, I'm giving up. I'm still so far away. And she said, no, I'm not letting you. Like you push this hard, I'm not letting you. And after that, I signed 10 customers and a distributor within that time period. So it was just pushing even harder, focusing yourself. And another thing is really knowing that people aren't necessarily buying the products. Like they're not 100% sold on that, but they're sold on you. So showing you and just being authentic with your posting, messaging, all that, it's tremendous. And putting your goals out there. I was so nervous to put goals out there before, because what if I didn't get it? Then I have to face people after and say, oh, I didn't get it. But just being confident as if you've already gotten it, that's one thing. Like I went into the gas station one time, it was late at night, and I'm wearing actually the jacket I'm wearing now, and the cashier had just started fussing at me saying it does not work. And I'm like, excuse me, I was taken aback. And she had tried one wrap, come to find out. Don't know how, if she did it correctly. And I just turned it around before even finding anything out. I just said, oh, really? I'm sorry it didn't work for you, but I've lost 25 pounds. My mom's lost 70, and I'm getting a $5,000 bonus this month. Like it's working for me. And she said, wait, what? Come over here. And then it turned into a blitz just because of confidence, So keeping that confidence there and just believing in yourself, and big time self-development. Starting, I do it with prayer, but whatever it is, if I like listening to different things while I'm getting ready in the morning, but it just kind of gets your mood right for the day, and your focus there.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I think too, you're saying a key thing is getting to conference, getting to an event. So I am
Mhm.
going to put that in there, y'all. These boot camp, they're not even boot camps. They're actually green carpets that are coming everywhere. If one is close to you, like when I mean close, like drive 10 hours, drive 20 hours, you can drive there in a day and get to one of these. It will be so good for you and for your business and for just your belief, because you start seeing, I'm not the only little person over here, you know, thinking something. And that's a powerful thing. And I do agree with you. Again, you're saying it again, we're hearing it over and over again. It's such a mind thing. And I'm proud of you, and way to go, Danielle. Of course, like when your upline tells you, no, you don't give up, it's because they know. Like I will generally know when things get hard for somebody, when they decide to keep going when it's hard, those are the people who are going to be successful. You know, it's not any secret or tip or trick to being successful in this business. It's not like, oh, some people are and some people aren't, and too bad if you're not. Nope. It's just that some people quit and some people don't. And you just don't have to quit. And like, boom, look at that. What if you quit? You know?
I know.
10 loyal customers and a distributor and a $5,000 bonus.
Right. I know. And I'll never forget, I hit it at 11:39 at night. So I ran in, my boyfriend was already sleeping, and I was crying hysterically. I'm like, I got it. And I still couldn't grasp that I got it. And he just looked at me and he started hugging me. He said, you really thought you weren't going to get it? I knew you were going to. And just having people that believe in you too around you, you know, that way when you do second guess yourself, because you will, you know, stuff comes up and you get discouraged, and just having people to lift you back up, you know, putting your energy into that.
Right. Okay. Now I know that you signed quite a few loyal customers last month as well, like 18,
19.
19. Yeah, no, let me turn 19. So 19 loyal customers, which is massive. And then a ton of those were triple threat, right?
Pretty much all of them were.
Pretty much
I think
all.
3 weren't.
Right. Okay. So, let's talk about how you did that really quick.
So, basically like campaigning. I've had in the past where I've tried pushing System, Target Trio, all these other ones. And as a customer, it's confusing. You want to lose weight, but what's the difference with this one versus this, you know? And triple threat is what I lost my weight on. That's what my mom lost her weight on. So I had that backing of personal, you know, experience with it. And so I just went with it, and every day, at least once a day, I would post a triple threat post. So it was constantly in people's face, to the point where even at the end, when people were coming to help me order, you know, like my boyfriend's family, hey, what do you need left? And they would ask how many triple threats left. And I'm like, well, any order, you know, have to be a triple threat. But it helped me even charting wise. I sectioned it off by triple threats. Like I said, how many triple threats I had for the whole month I needed to get for the whole chart. And then I would section it out. For this section, I need 9 triple threats over here, 8 over here. And that way it was easy to get my team goals. And then it was easy for me mindset wise. It's easier than looking at 800 volume. You say 9 triple threats. That sounds more doable, you know?
Yeah. I love that.
Just meaning it.
Yeah. Okay. So you posted about this every day. You posted about the triple threat every day. What? Because I think sometimes people get worried, like, oh, I posted once about the greens. I'm not going to post about that again. I need to be more original about something. But it's that same thing, that follow-up that we've kind of been weaving in and out of this whole Zoom tonight is, you know, the fortune of the follow-up. So seeing something again and again and consistently is actually going to cause people to trust it a little more. So what were some of your variations in that?
So a lot of times I always go back to make your own post. Half the time, you know, try to come up, use a picture if you want to that you've taken from other people, but try and come up with your own. Like when you see the picture, what do you think of? And then post that as your caption, you know, like, oh my God, look at their stomach. Look, how crazy is this? Or, wow, can't wait to get ready for bikini season. You know, like just whatever you're thinking, and then bring your personal story into it, whether you've lost weight or you haven't. I wasn't able to fit in these jeans for 3 years, and finally I could, you know, tie in your own story with it, because it relates to people. Everyone has that pair of jeans in their closet they can't fit into that they want to. And actually my boyfriend helped with that. He said, stop posting so much about other people, you've lost weight, like this is crazy. And I did the same thing. I said, well, I've shared my progress. And he said, yeah, like a month ago. And so then I started doing side by sides. It didn't have to just be my belly. I would do my face, or I would just take a picture of me and say how amazing I feel. Thank you for the triple thread. It gives me energy,
Yeah.
but just bring it more personal.
I love that. So you said that a couple times now too, and you're so good at saying this, and I'm hoping everybody's catching that part where you're like, even if you haven't, what are you going to do? Like, I cannot wait to fit in these jeans. Post that tomorrow. I can't wait to get my $5,000 bonus at the end of this month.
Right.
Yeah. Speak those things as though they are, the things that you wish were as though they are, and start seeing things happen that way and make it personal. I know some people too, even within their stories, like, well, I didn't make a bonus. Well, what are you going to do? When you do, like, and then those little things along the way, like, okay, I'm going to fit into these jeans. And the next thing is like, I feel great today after doing triple threat for, 5 days in a row. Like, I can't believe how much more energy I have this week compared to last week. Or, yeah, I love that.
And be funny with it too. Like if you slip up and have a cheat meal, say it, because no one wants to think that you're perfect. Nobody's perfect. So if they just think, oh, here she is going along this awesome health journey and just amazing at it, and that's it. First, when you say, oh, it's Taco Tuesday, I'm going to have me some margaritas, they see you as a real person and they're excited to hear more from you. Like, oh, okay, I can do this, but also have a life and enjoy, normal food, normal time with friends, and it makes it easier. It's not a strict diet that they have to follow. So they're more keen to ask you about it.
Right. Okay. And so you are going to guys, we are so ready for you tonight. I am so excited for this whole team overall, because these are incredible tips to apply right now. Yeah. And Monica, that's one of the things we talked about is, she goes live every day. So that's pretty powerful. And just living out this journey and inviting people to join you along the way, no matter where you are in it. If you're just starting, then say you're just starting. If you're in the middle, you're in the middle, but someone can start with you, And so you're going to share some of your like scripts of maybe a few of your posts, maybe a few of your what you messaged people once they said they want to do it, and you're going to share that in here with everybody. So you guys are getting the hookups. But Jessica, I am so excited for you.
Thank you so much. And one thing I do want to say to people, and it was key for me, is, well, I had seen this quote, and this was a couple months ago, but it was, anything you're not praying about, you're trying to do alone. So, and I'm not back to, it's not that God just hands you the people, but pray for that. Okay. Bring the people into my business for me. Show me if I'm not doing everything I need to do. Show me what else I can do. Have him open those doors for you, because he's ready to do it. But you have to believe in it, have faith in it. And the second you do that and just trust, after I talked with Danielle Saike, I was on my way home still in tears. And I was like, God, I just felt like this was your will all month. Like it's just been leading up to it, and it's been going phenomenal. The right things were coming out my mouth. I was responding right to people. And I said, I'm going to give it my all till the very end. And that's what I did. And it just was one thing after another. And the support comes in. It was an awesome experience.
I love that. And yes, we don't have to do any of this on our own. Man, you guys, that was just what my pastor, literally, that was his other point, is like, quit trying to live for God without God. Like, quit trying to do your whole life without him. And so he wants to be in every part of it. And so I'm like, wow, that's so powerful. I'm going to share that link with y'all too tonight, if anybody wants to go back and listen to it, because it was powerful. But you're so right. You are so right. And thank you so much for sharing every bit of that and not letting us miss any part of it. And man, Diamond, here you come. Diamond, here you come. So exciting. So thank you so much, Jess.
Thank you.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Natalie, there you are. I'm looking for you. Oh, go for it.
Good.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Natalie, tell us real quick your when you joined, what rank you are, and because of it works.
So I joined in the end of this past August, so August 2017, and I'm diamond. I hit diamond at the end of November, aiming for double diamond, so that's my next goal. And because of it works, I would say the main thing is that I've been able to take some stress off of my husband. It seemed like, his biggest source of stress and our source of stress is always finances. I'm sure everybody can relate to that. So just being able to see him breathe easier each month whenever it comes time for bills, and if we want to do something extra or go out to eat, a couple times in the month, and just being able to do those little things and him not being so stressed out, so much. So that's been huge for me.
That's powerful. I always love to, like, when John will say, I go to work because if it works, I go to work because I want to, not because I have to. I love things like that because, it helps the family. Like, it just, oh, that's so powerful. So, okay, girl, you were one of the top 3, which you probably don't know that, but I learned that. You're one of the top 3 DT enrollers this last month.
Yay!
And so that's super exciting. And you got to go, even if we go back a little bit, you were at the cocktail party for conference, which was only the top 100 people of the whole company got invited to that. And you were one of those, which is super awesome. So we want to pick your brain about what you're doing, because everybody has kind of a strategy. They have like a system that works for them, but it doesn't all have to be the same. I think sometimes we go like, oh, this person's that, so I need to be that. But let's talk about what you do.
Well, I don't even know that I really have a system. Sometimes I feel like I'm just kind of all over the place and kind of dabbling in everything.
You're doing a little bit of everything instead of going, I'm only going to focus on Instagram, or I'm only going to do it. I'm only you this past month. Let's talk about even what you've done this past month.
So this past month, I wanted to have a few more, or wanted to do some sip and samples. I hadn't really done any other than, launch parties for my new team members. So I had 2 of them. One of them, just a few people came, but I was able to fill a whole 400 box just from one of those. And then the second one that I had, not a single person showed up.
And that happens, but that's good to hear, right? Everybody else like, thank you. I'm not the only one that happens to.
Yeah. So I ran errands that day instead of my sip and sample.
Right. But you wouldn't stop and you wouldn't not do it again because you had one that you filled a 400 box.
Absolutely. And it didn't, I know it happens. I've seen it happen to everybody, and I'm constantly telling my team members, if nobody shows up, it doesn't mean we're not going to do this again. We keep doing them.
Yeah.
Because somebody is going to show up. And so I did that. I think my biggest thing is messaging. I try to tell my team all the time that, posting isn't asking. If you're just posting all day long and you're wondering why you're not getting any business, it's because you're not asking anybody. People read it and then they keep scrolling. Every now and then they might stop and shoot you a message about what you're posting about, but it's not real often that happens. Yeah. Most of my business is because I've asked for it. And so I, this past month I've started keeping a spiral notebook to follow up with. So anybody who ever said at one point they may have even been interested, I'd write them down in my notebook and what specific product they mentioned and whether that was on Instagram or on Facebook. And so it was a quick reference for me. I didn't wait till just Friday to do a follow-up Friday. I was going through that list almost every day. And if I hadn't talked to them in a couple days, I'm following up with them again. And again, follow-up was huge for me this time.
Yeah.
I messaged people until, I had so many that wouldn't respond. You just keep messaging and it's just blue screen, blue message after the next, because it's just you talking, it seems like, all the time. And I heard at conference, I can't remember who said it, but it was so funny at the time, and I've used it several times since then, and it's really worked. But they said, bring in humor whenever it's only you. It's a one-sided conversation all the time on Messenger, and it's just you. Bring humor into it. And she said sometimes that she would say, I'm beginning to get worried that you may have been abducted by an alien, and then put that alien emoji. And she said, I don't know why, but it works. So I thought, well, I'm going to try that. I mean, they're not responding anyway. So
Right.
on everybody that hadn't responded that month, I sent them that message. And I can't tell you how many people responded after that.
That's awesome.
They would all write back and just say, LOL, ha ha ha. No, I've just been, busy with blah, blah, blah. And it would at least get the conversation going, So that was it. Or just using humor. So then I started thinking, if I wasn't going to do that, then I would find just a funny GIF of, somebody just waiting and waiting and waiting until they're an old lady, and sent that to several people. And then that got a lot of responses. When you make them laugh, they're a lot more likely to respond to you.
Yeah. That's so good. That's so true. That's so funny.
One of them was an old lady, and she's fallen asleep, and she's going, it's been 84 years.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah.
That makes me think too, when we used to be a part of a ministry that would do a lot of outreaches, we'd always be like, if you get somebody to laugh, they'll open their heart to you. And
yeah.
So true that, it takes down a wall. Laughter does take down a wall.
It does. Absolutely.
And so you are literally following up even from back in October, just asking again. Yeah. What are some of the follow-ups that you use besides your fun GIFs?
Well, I went back through all of my messenger messages, and even on my phone, any text. And so any conversation that I had with anybody got put into that notebook. And so if it had been a while since I talked to them, it was just, hey, I'm just touching base with you. How are you doing? Try to just open up conversation first before I, start talking immediately about product or the business. But, and also just touching base with them often, maybe once a week or so, if just to see how they're doing. Mm-hmm. So that helped a lot, because a lot of it was people that I didn't normally communicate with on a regular basis. But it helped me to realize that, I need to be touching base with these people. They're friends enough for me to reach out to them to see if they want to buy products. So, I should be touching base just to check on them, so I think that helped, it just helped keep that line of communication open with a lot of people. So, they would just respond back, doing great. Hey, how was your weekend? Oh, it was great. I hope you have a great week. And I tried, and it was hard sometimes to make myself not ask, so are you ready, for the cleanse now? Or, but I tried to make myself just keep it, about them and about, how their week was, and then give it a couple times before I came back and asked about the product or if they were interested. So really working on building a relationship and establishing a relationship before you jump right in there for the sell.
Yeah. And I love that. I remember somebody from way back when, I don't even think I was in the business a year, but they talked about, it might have been at the first conference I was at, but they talked about, if you think about it, every month pretty much has a holiday in it. That you can follow up with that. That's just like a reach out or a connection or a touch or whatever, like, hey, hope you had a great St. Patrick's Day, or, happy Easter, or happy Valentine's, or happy New Year, or, Mother's Day, if they're mothers, like happy Mother's Day, so just being aware of reasons you could just reach out, and then when you're following up, it doesn't feel like you're just saying, hey, want to try, you know,
Yeah.
which being persistent is great. But doing that. Okay, another thing that you've been doing, and we've talked a lot about though already, and there's videos on Diamond Empire, but host a post.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I started doing that a lot. I just went through all of my Facebook friends and messaged, everybody who wasn't already a loyal customer, because at some point I've probably asked them about the business already. So I asked if they would be interested in getting some free product, and everyone's like, yeah, I'd love free product. What's the catch? And so everyone was pretty much willing to do that. I got a lot of responses. So in my notebook, I probably have 60, 70, I don't even know how many people who are interested, but getting them to pull the trigger, is always the catch. But, when you have so many of them out there, even if you have 60 who aren't responding, there's at least 15, to 20 who are interested. So, you get a lot of those, but it's with everything, it's a numbers game. So the more posts you have out there, the more people you're reaching and they're seeing your product and your post, you're going to get a few. So that's all you need is a few. I mean, if you've got 100 of them out there and you get 20, you get 10, that's great.
Yeah, it's 10 you didn't have, and it's getting into other people's markets. So if you're kind of feeling like you're at a standstill or something, and I honestly think that is a barrier to break down a lot of times too. Like if people's warm market are jumping in, then when they have to transition to something, it's like, what do I do now? And
yeah.
So this hosted post thing is a great way to transition from your kind of warm network to what could potentially be a cold network, and making that a warm network. So even you're not necessarily posting, hey, post this on their wall. You are messaging people, and you're going to share how you're going to share your script for that too, of how to actually of what you're sending.
Yeah, so I would send a message to people and ask them if they would be interested in free product, and if so, I just need you to post this on your page and tag me. And if I get any customers, then I'll give you a free product. I don't even say what it is because, sometimes I don't even know what it is. Maybe a free wrap or, I don't know, whatever I have on hand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then also I went through my Facebook friends and looked for all of my hairstylist friends and had them all do the hair, skin, and nails post with a really eye-catching picture of somebody with fantastic hair, and I got a lot of good responses from that. So hairstylists have lots of friends on Facebook who are watching everything they do when it comes to hair. A lot of them post about hair shows and different styles and stuff. So that was a really good one to use and to utilize your friends who are stylists.
Yeah, that's so smart. That's so smart. So man, I can't believe it's already 9:30. We're going to kind of close this out, but Natalie, thank you so much. I think what you said, so key, follow up, try a little bit of everything. Don't be scared to try a little bit of everything. Don't be scared to fail, to try again, and to fail and try again, and keep going. And I think the biggest thing, that you're hitting, which we've heard Sherry say 100 times, is be a professional asker. If you don't ask,
you have to ask, and you're going to get a lot of no's. You get tons and tons of no's, but sprinkled in those no's, there's going to be some yeses, and that's all you need. You just need a few of those yeses, but you've got to get through the no's. It's going to happen, and you can't let it hurt your feelings.
Yeah, you can't take it personal. You can't be scared of the no's. You just have to keep going because right. I love that. Sprinkled in the nose is a yeses, and those are the keys. Like if you look at, I don't know who that person is, but they're like, man, I asked 3,000 people and 300 showed up, and 100 said they were committed, and 10 did something. And they're like the top of some other company making billions of dollars. And so You got to keep it in perspective.
Yes.
That you're going to get a mix of it, but don't be scared of it.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Okay. So, man, if you will share, yes. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Your guys, as we kind of look and talk and end tonight really quick. We knew Sherry and I talked, I knew having 4 would be time pushing. But as far as call to action, one of these scripts, you are going to message 10 people tonight before you go to bed. Can we commit to that y'all are like, I'm going to do this, okay? I'm going to keep putting myself out there. I'm going to keep taking another step because that's where your success is going to be found. I think something that's so powerful is just the consistency that every one of these ladies have had, no matter what's happened, no matter when they started the business and what's come. Like, one of the things I love is just the amount of time that people have been here. And that's a thing. Even last month, man, you could have been pushing for that Emerald bonus. And then you're like, oh no, it's not going to happen. But if you had stopped on the 15th, but you decide to keep going, man, you're that much further to get that $5,000 this month. Aren't you glad you didn't stop? So keep going. You never know what this business is going to come back for you. But call to action, we are going to be a professional asker tonight, whether it's asking somebody to host a post, whether it's asking somebody to try the triple threat, whether it's asking somebody again, whether it's sending them an old lady on a gym. Okay, we're going to keep the fortune is in the follow-up, and the people who step outside, the life is for the people who step outside that comfort zone. And so you just got to keep doing it. We want you to go emerald. Man, I cannot wait for this page to be raining emeralds. And then, of course, I think every diamond on here wants their people to go emerald. There's no doubt beyond that. That's just one of the most exciting things to see. And so I will really quickly post in Diamond Empire scripts from tonight. Give it a little bit of time before you start tagging people or telling people what's going on, because let Natalie post, let Danielle post, let Jessica post, let Monica post. Let them put their stuff in there so you guys can choose from there what you want to do. But man, these were such great applicable tips that all of us can do. So again, be consistent, be bold, and don't do this out of fear. Don't run your business out of fear. Keep going. Believe what it is. Believe who you are. Believe in the product. Be that product of the product. Man, it's just all in here tonight. So thank you guys. And I'm just going to pray for you guys before we end, okay? Dear Lord, I thank you for every person that is on this Zoom right now. Even hearing some of what Monica said, Lord, I come against anything that's been spoken over them out of ill will, that it just wouldn't attach to them and it wouldn't sink in their heart. Even things that they would believe in their own mind that they've let themselves believe. I pray that be gone in the name of Jesus, that they would know exactly who they are in you, who you've created them to be, and they would walk in the confidence of being a child of you. I pray for the people. God, this has been such a gift to us. Why wouldn't we want to share? And so I pray, Lord, that we would be open to continue to share. I pray for ordained moments. And I just pray that you continue to bless the work of their hands as they put forth the effort, Lord, that you will do the rest. And so we give you all the glory. And I thank you for each and every one of them. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. Okay. Love you guys. Have a great night. Be looking for all those awesome scripts, guys. Jessica, Danielle, Natalie. Thank you so much. This was so valuable. All right.
Hi.